Good evening, everyone. A potential financial crisis is looming for small businesses.
Owners may have to write big checks to the government for a bailout they got and thought they would not have to pay back. WDAY News reporter Matt Henson explains why some have hope they may not have to write those checks.
Businesses all across the country, including here in the Walsh County community of Minto, were bailed out of a potential financial crisis this spring by Uncle Sam. But now an apparent goof by Congress has some business owners worried they may need to come up with a pile of cash that they don't have. Inside Beaver's Cafe, the dinner table is empty, takeout only. The cafe has had to drastically reduce hours due to a lack of customers.
Just like shutting the water off. I mean, we'd go from having 125 customers a day to 15.
This after record sales in May through mid-October, when Walsh County had worked its way back to the new normal. Since mid-October, revenue has dropped 95%. That meant laying off 5 of the cafe's 9 employees. A tough choice for owner Steve Novak after those employees rallied around him last year when he battled colon and rectal cancer.
Just as tough as when I was having cancer.
Novak was able to keep those employees on the payroll during the 40-day statewide shutdown earlier this year, thanks to the Paycheck Protection Program to help small businesses. It actually brought him national attention.
Our business basically dropped to $200, $300 a day.
But now the IRS is telling those small business owners they have to pay taxes on that money.
I almost had a heart attack and a slight stroke.
This is just adding fuel to the fire.
Tax experts say the poorly written legislation is creating nightmares for business owners and accountants. It's clear the intent was not to tax business owners, but as it stands right now, that's the law.
You'll see a lot of businesses that are going to be paying anywhere from 20 to 40% of this amount back.
North Dakota Senator Kevin Cramer is helping to lead the charge in D.C. to pass legislation to clarify the confusion with the IRS.
That they would be forgiven if they played by the rules, and never was it that they'd be punished for actually taking the loan.
Include it in your taxable income with the hope that a year from now, 6 months from now, we can amend your return and get you that refund.
Novak said the PPP aid was a lifesaver back in the spring and is hopeful that this confusion will get cleared up before he has to pay up.
Because you never know until the fat lady sings.
There is no timeline for when Congress will pass that legislation, so business owners will not have to pay those big tax bills. Reporting in Minto, Matt Henson, WDAY News.